Hello students, welcome to Easy Elimu Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Mbogo. So dear students, I want to believe that you are doing great wherever you are watching from, and again I'd like to thank you for sparing some time from your busy schedule to be part of this session. So today, under listening and speaking, dear students, I'd like us to look at something that is diction in poetry. Diction in poetry. So when we talk about diction in poetry, this refers to the selection of words in a literary work. So a work's diction forms one of its centrally important literary elements. As writers use words to convey action, reveal character, imply attitudes, identify themes, and suggest values as well. So it is the writer's choices of words or phrases that convey different information or meaning in a poem. So diction involves the use of a formal, that is a decent and respectable language, or informal language, that is a dirty language, or sometimes a slang. So depending on who the writer is addressing and the subject matter of the that is or theme of the poem, the language use or selection in a literary work could be having both denotative and connotative meaning. So this simply means that when a writer decides to use a given word, the word could mean different things. That is, apart from the maybe the literal meaning, or maybe the meaning that we can get when we look up the meaning of the word used from the dictionary. So talking about denotative and connotative meaning, we are again coming across two terminologies. So denotation is the dictionary meaning of a word as used in a poetry. This is when a writer or a poet decides to use a given word, and the meaning of that word according to how it has been used in the poem is a denotative meaning. So talking about the next one, that is connotation. So connotation is the associations called up by a word that goes beyond its dictionary meaning. So it also refers to what associations we have made with a culture or society as it is affected by time or culture. So dear students, poets especially tend to use words that is rich in connotation. That is why in most cases it becomes challenging to interpret some of these poems or work of literature, because the writers opt for the connotative meaning, that is a meaning that is different from the dictionary, the dictionary meaning. So this also engages the reader more. So here is an example. So we have the word thin. So the word thin could be having different meanings in a poem according to how it is used by the writer. So when you look at the denotative meaning of the word thin, that is when you look at its dictionary meaning, it means under average weight. So again, when we look at now a different meaning, that is the connotative meaning, that is a meaning maybe associated with a given culture. The word thin may be used to mean someone with good health, beauty, and or attractiveness. So these make readers to have different interpretations of poems depending on their understanding of the poem and the culture. It is therefore important to share your interpretations with other people to arrive at the correct meaning of the poem. So it is always important to discuss uh, questions, poetry questions together, or maybe sometimes to compare notes with friends, because we might be having different interpretations according to how we, have understood the meanings of words used by the poets or the writers. So another thing to note is that we can also refer to a poet's diction as represented over the body of his or her work. So I have got, some examples here, just to look at how the poet can use words in, poetry or any literary work to mean different things. So there is this poem that I have, that is the inmates. So the inmates huddled together, cold biting their bones, teeth shattering from the chill. The air oppressive, the smell offensive. They sit and they reflect. The room self-contained, at the corner the gents invites, with the nice fragrance of ammonia and fresh human dung. The fresh inmates sit thoughtfully. So the question that we have is that give evidence from the poem which indicates that the inmates are suffering. In other words, we are supposed to look at, some of these words that are used by the poet or by the writer. And these words that we are, looking at must be those that indicate that the inmates here are suffering. So that is a question that you can, look at later on. So there is also this other one. Read the poem below and answer the question that follow. And the poem is advice to my son. So the trick is to live your days as if each one may be your last, for they go fast, and young men lose their lives in strange and unimaginable ways. But at the same time, plan long range, for they go slow. If you survive the shattered windshield and burning shell, you will arrive at our approximation here below, or heaven or hell. So give two meanings of each of the following words. The first one is last, the second one is first. So again, last can be having, different meanings. So the first one is to endure or to stay for a long time. Another meaning of last is, a past or previously. So again, there is a first. So when we talk about the first meaning of the word first, that is to forgo food, as seen in some cultures. We have, some cultures or religion who forgo food during certain periods. Then that is periods of worship. Then we also have another meaning, that is to move quickly. So those are the examples that we have that we can use, that is to see how different writers or authors use words to mean different things in their literary work. So dear students, that brings us to the end of the session. Thank you for watching till the end, and remember to always keep it easy, Limu. Until next time, bye.